She got chops, we got all the straps. I stand tall, throw a bullet like a quarterback. Me and Boom be making hits, but this shit more than rap. Fuck with me. I make a song, drop a body, and go tuck it. Man, sometimes everybody know I got a gun, cause you can't tuck me. I catch you whipping you with the wrong nigga, you gon' be stuck with him. With all that mean mugging. We don't care about nobody, just that you drop that shit don't mean nothing. My nigga.
All black. Pay attention to this character in all black. Synchronization. See the character across the street in all black. And the motorcycle and the one walking up. Your domestic terrorism is going to come to a stop, sir. You're what we call a pet human. You're a pet human for the I'll be damned. You still out here harassing people, huh? You still out here harassing people? Huh? Sure you are. Yeah, I just did laundry and you come and walking with the same laundry basket that I got. How the hell did you know what kind of basket I had? If you didn't see me washing clothes this morning, or your people didn't see me washing clothes this morning.
Is that right?
Huh? You don't talk fast no more, huh? You ain't talking fast no more? You different character? Yeah. Man, it's fucked up, brother. That's your handler right there? She was looking at you very closely. That's your handler, huh? I see you looking at her too. You good, brother? You good? You stay down, man. They're gonna get you in trouble wearing all black, man, like all the gang stalkers, man. Oh, you just happen to have that on your butt too, huh? You guys are hilarious. For those who don't know, look at the red. That's the ones that like creeping up behind you. I got this long ass van, so they creep up behind me so that I can't see them. And then they do all types of weird traffic vehicular harassment and shit. It's probably a handler right there. But yeah, they be doing a lot of weird shit. Yeah, but for those who don't know who that dude is, that's Walkie-Talkie Mouth. Walkie-Talkie Mouth. He talks really, really, really fast. One of his characters talks really, really, really fast. When he's out here pretending to be crazy and shit, he talks really, 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 really fucking fast. You can't, like the mini Micro Machine dude. If you guys look up Nappy Head Roots Walkie-Talkie Mouth, or I got him under Walkie-Talkie Mouth, Radio Mouth, and something else. Yeah, him. Yeah, I don't think it's not typewriter guy. I didn't name him type. Well, that's a good one. Yeah, Walkie-Talkie Mouth. Yeah, he's a real fast talker. Not too slick, but very fast. Yep, that's him, bro. Let me see. Okay. You should confront handlers under the bridge in nice cars, expose them all. Yeah, the thing with them, man, the handlers and shit, they be lying, bro. Like, the handlers will lie and say you came at them assault. Well, I could record them. I could record it while I'm doing it. But, you know, I've had handlers fucking say that I was harassing them. And then they tell the police shit like, oh, he's a troublemaker, and I I don't know how many handlers I've heard say that I'm a troublemaker. After they started some shit, and I said something back to them, and got them all pissed off. I'm the troublemaker. But you're telling me I'm a nuisance because my dogs are barking too loud. It's like, shut the fuck up, man. You go home if my dogs are barking too loud. I'm right here on a public street. I'm at 7-Eleven, as a matter of fact. Why are you telling me my dogs are barking too loud? There's cars driving by louder than my dogs right now. You can't even hear my dogs over the cars right now, pretty much. What are you talking about, lady? Hey, what's going on, Rich? I'm not sure if this is Richard Foley or Richard Falcon. I'm just now. Oh, okay, Falcon. Okay, Falcon. What's going on, Rich? I'm gonna confront them too. Yeah, I'm actually. If this stimulus ever does happen to come, that's what I've been waiting on, man, this stimulus. Because once this stimulus comes, I'm going to hit the road, and I'm going to be filming these motherfuckers everywhere. And I'm going to be doing, like I did in the beginning, how I used to go up to them and interview them and shit. I'm going to be doing that, but I want to have all my eggs in a fucking basket. I'm gonna go to San Jose and get the truth. Look at the bags. They're so fucking funny, dude. Those bags are supposed to be triggers for me. You'll notice a lot of people will look at the booty bandit. He's standing up. Look at the booty bandit. We're not gonna say that booty bandit right there is gang stalking, even though we know he is. We're not gonna say that's it because a lot of people do it, and it's gonna seem like we just go for the undeniable shit. The sirens in the background, but we ain't even gonna say that's gang stalking, even though we know it is. I'm gonna go undercover in San Jose and get the truth. Hey man, I don't got much. I recycle every day. If you're coming out here for real undercover, man, and you're gonna, I probably can't have no contact with you because they'll know, but anyway, like if you got, I'll try and send a little bit of what I got. Like I don't got much, man, but to help fund you do this shit, to help fund you fucking do this shit, I could put a little bit of something in the pot, man. Cause this shit it's not fucking easy, man. Just doing this fucking protesting shit and fucking, the megaphone. Man, I be getting headaches like a motherfucker, man. That shit be. But it's like, either get the headaches or let these motherfuckers keep playing games. And it's crazy because when I do it, they look all mad at me. They be looking all mad at me and shit. And you would think, okay, we got this dude, Matt. He's fucking on his megaphone. People are gonna start fucking recognizing. You would think, you would think, because everything I'm saying, pretty much they can go online and research it. You would think that they would fucking lay off and fucking, fall back a little bit, but I guess that's their way. No falling back. We're not gonna run. And he's evidently not gonna run, but we're still gonna gang stalk him hard. We're gonna gang stalk him even harder. like that shit's gonna make me give up or some shit. Like, I let my fucking brain pop from yelling before I give up on these motherfuckers, man. I'm not gonna run from you, I'm gonna run to you, motherfucker. See, I'm getting harassed one by one, headlight, man, all the time. Yeah, man, you gotta record that shit, man, because that's undeniable. You know, there's no excuse for these cars that be hitting us with the one headlight. A lot of them, maybe some of them, they could get away with, their vehicle was all fucked up and they had to get a thing, but these fucking cars of the year, these Teslas and these Beamers and all this shit, there's no way in the world them lights is going out. The car hasn't even been on the road long enough for one of them lights to go out. So it's just like, it's undeniable evidence, man. And even if it did go out, you're not gonna hesitate to go get that motherfucker fixed because it's a nice fucking car. And you know, rich people, they don't want to be looking all fucking, you know, it's like having a fucking Ferrari with $5 in the gas tank. Like, like the motherfuckers, rich people don't want to be fucking driving around with one headlight because they're gonna think like, well, what are my peers gonna think of me and shit? Like, they're really fucking, you know, you think we care about what other people think. So, there's no excuse for those one headlights, saying all that to say. Hey, what's going on, J. Cole? Or K. Cole, my bad. I said J. Cole, I'm thinking of the artist. Booty Bandits are working overtime tonight, yeah. Yep, and I got an early start too. I woke up pretty early. I woke up like around 4 o'clock. Oh man. They've been going hard ever since. Somehow, some way, even through their noise campaign, I guess I'm a little bit used to it now. But I've been able to get some good sleep and shit, so praise the Lord for that one. I mentioned you to some chick to check your champ. Oh, okay, appreciate that, Brandon. I'm going to sue them. I'll hire the lawyer. Don't worry about the money. Okay, yeah, I mean, you know, I know this shit ain't easy, bro. But it's, you know, it's an important cause. And, you know, people have looked out for me while I'm doing it, so okay. They don't want you to do it just like that, brother. They want you to play with your butt while you're pulling your pants up. You know that's domestic terrorism, right? They got you on a leash. Are they blackmailing you or are you getting paid? Fucking piece of shit. playing with his butt. Playing with his old butt. Let's see if one of his contacts passes him by. Look at him. Playing with his butt. Fucking domestic terrorist, motherfucker. Should have been a football player, but didn't make the cut. So now he's out here harassing people. Find out what federal agents are running InfraGard. Could be from outside San Jose. I heard it was CIA though. Like CIA. They got all that black money and shit. And see, you know, CIA is dirty as fuck, man. That was the wrong fucking organization to create. They should have just left it at the fucking, well, feds is good, I guess, for like, you know, motherfucking serial killers and shit like that, but all that CIA bullshit and all that ATF and all that fucking, you know, it's just one way. If one organization gets shut down, they got the other two doing the same shit under different names. Oh wait, I think I missed a couple. He looks high. Yeah, it's a lot. CIA is, yeah, I think it's a different branch though. Yeah, it's all the same shit, just different names and shit. Notice his dreadlocks. Notice how they try and send the guy with the dreadlocks. Notice those are that arm swing. That's not a natural arm swing right there, ladies and gentlemen. He's not just walking like that. And he looked at a car and he did it even more. He's doing it like, you know, he's really animated with that shit. Did what he had to do. And he's done. Handler made sure he did what he had to do. That's why he started swinging his arms a little bit more when he looked at that car. Look at it. Look at that unnatural arm swing, ladies and gentlemen. For those who don't know, that's a trigger. That's a trigger. You get enough people harassing you 24 hours around the clock, doing this type of shit that you know is unnatural, that you know it tells you that it's them. And even if you do see one person doing it, you're not gonna see people doing it all day because it's unnatural. You know, the more unnatural they go is to let you know that it's them. On the low, like it's like a covert way of only letting you know, and the regular public just thinks he's swinging his fucking arms and shit. His protector right here, in case I would have got out and said something to him. They send the big guy to try and intimidate. But, you know, a baseball bat to the knees or machete even. You know, a machete, a baseball bat to the legs and shit, that'll break his ass down. But we're not even talking about that type of shit. We're just pointing out shit. You know, they try and use people to intimidate you and shit. And it's just funny, man, because You know, the bigger you send them at me, it's not gonna be no hand-to-hand fucking. It's not gonna be no hand-to-hand fucking thing, and it's not gonna be no intimidation. It's not gonna be no intimidation, and it's not gonna be no hand-in-hand. So the bigger you fucking send them is the more like you're fucking with my fucking, I guess, pride, if you will. Ignorant pride that I need to work on, but you know, it's still there. I'm going to call InfraGard. I heard that InfraGard was a part of this shit though. Undercover cops trying to look like Mormons. Look at the shoes. Mormons don't wear that shit. Those are Mormons ride in their fucking tuxedos or their suits with their fucking you know, their dress shoes on. They don't wear those fucking spandex. I've never seen a Mormon in spandex. Dead giveaways, man. Dead fucking giveaways. They just put on some white shirts. Some white shirts and some black spandex. Like they pay attention to no details. They just think, hey, the population is dumb. The population, we're smarter than the population. We're smarter than the population. And that's how they give themselves away. The more people, let me see. The more people involved, the bigger the budget, the bigger the grants they get. Fraud and what? Yep. You know, like how many, and I'm not just saying this because I'm out here, because, you know, I can fend for myself and shit. As far as like, you know, if I wasn't targeted, like, you know, I would, and I damn sure like they couldn't. There's no way in the world that I would accept any type of free housing from them, knowing that I'm a target, because I know that they're in control of that fucking piece of property, and fucking they can walk in and do whatever they want, fucking poison, all that shit. So there's no way in the world I would accept it. But like, you know, like fucking all this money that they're wasting, and they're paying these fucking criminals. And these are criminals. Not only are they doing criminal shit for the police, but they do criminal shit for themselves as well. Like steal fucking bikes and, you know, break into fucking cars and all this fucking shit. And I see them do it. Like, I see them do it. And it's just fucking crazy and shit, man. That the same people that be doing this shit fucking, and I, you know, it could be street theater, you know, to try and fucking get me to fucking be stupid enough to, oh, he broke the window and left, so let me go in the fucking car now. But, you know, just the bullshit. And the shit don't be looking like it's set up. Like these, like you can tell. You can tell when a motherfucker's broken into a car, and you know, like, you get behind them and shit, like you're walking up behind them and shit, and then you just see the expression on their face, like surprise, like fucking, is he gonna tell on me? Is there somebody else with him? Did he see me? That type of shit. That's not those type of looks and shit. Like if the police were telling them to do that, I don't think their fucking reaction would be the way it is. They be selling drugs. And it's like all the fucking shit that these motherfuckers do, man. the criminal shit that they do. Like, there's people on the street that are homeless, that are shitting and pissing on themselves. Like, they could clean up the shit if that's their purpose, which I guess they're trying to say they're trying to clean up the community. If that's their purpose, get these people off the street. Start with getting all these mentally ill people off the street. All these fucking people that you got walking around really crazy and blending them in with people that aren't crazy but pretending to be crazy. Get those fucking people off the street. And there won't be shit on the sidewalks. There won't be human shit on the fucking sidewalks. You know, you won't be driving by and people pissing all on the fucking, you know, on the fucking trees and shit, like on the side of the fucking road. Like, you're not gonna have any of that. But what they do is they let these fucking people loose. They let the mentally ill people loose. And, you know, regular people drive by and see all this fucking shit. You know, you're walking to fucking work and you got a big piece of human shit on the sidewalk. You know, people are gonna want that shit cleaned up, and that's the perfect fucking introduction for this program. They start fucking harassing people, making people look crazy and shit, making people flip out and yell at them because they're, you know, tired of the harassment. When you harass somebody for a period of time, you know, you're gonna bring out an unnatural action for that person, from that person. Meaning something that person wouldn't normally do. Like, that's not normally the way that person acts, even when that person is mad. But, you know, you got this person beyond mad, you know. You got this person way beyond mad. And you're still harassing them. Like, they're gonna act out. You know, they're gonna kill people. They're gonna fucking, you know, punch people. And, you know, they're gonna, who's to say that those people that were beating up the Asians and shit, you know, there was a big thing where, you know, the Asians were getting beat up and, you know, which is not cool, but, you know, who's to say that they didn't fucking send gang stalkers out to harass the people that beat them up, you know, and fucking, they got triggered, and then, because people don't go around beating up old people, and, you know, for the most part, you know, from what I know, I've never had no older Asian disrespect me. I've heard of some instances maybe, but, you know, not, you know, older Asians stick to themselves. They do yoga. They walk with their longtime husbands and wives. Like, they don't fuck with nobody. But if you got these old gang stalking motherfuckers that are Asian, harassing motherfuckers, you know, you're gonna, you know, you're just gonna think all fucking Asians are like that. Some people are gonna think that, you know, and that's how people develop racism and all types of shit. One more time. One more time. I have what? A job? Oh, my vehicle doesn't work. My vehicle doesn't work. You need a jump for your car, but you got a backpack. Oh, okay. Look at that. Really fucking funny. You see that? You see that communication right there, ladies and gentlemen? They thought they had a sucker. They thought they had a sucker. Trying to burn out my fucking battery. My battery's already fucked up, and they know it. They trying to fuck my battery. They trying to fuck my battery up. They thought they had a sucker. send the blonde girl that looks like she's on drugs. Because you know, most likely as you know, as a targeted individual, I try to, you know, I don't how do you say, I don't, you know, I don't how would you put it, I don't communicate on a sexual level. Like a motherfucker don't be with a lot of, like, a motherfucker don't be with females like that and shit. So it's like, oh, she's all pretty and shit. She's pretty. All types of, they have a fucked up way of fucking thinking, man. They have a fucked up way of thinking. And as soon as I would have went to the car, you know, they try and get me to think this. And I guarantee you, as soon as I would have went to the car, there would have been some motherfucking, it would have been a dude in the car. It would have been a dude in the car waiting and probably smiling at me and shit as I pull up. Telling me thanks for the help and all types of shit. Not like I would have did it for fucking, you know, not like I would have did it because of her and shit. Like, I would, if she wasn't gang stalking me, I would have did it, but, you know, it's just the fucking way they think you think. Like, the shit that they would do, they implement that on you, and they think that, you know, they think about all the shit that they would do. And then they think because they would do it, that you think like that. They're funny. They're fucking funny. Let me see. Backpack is a dead giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. Sure, she could have took her what do you call it? Her prized possessions, if you will, and put them all in her backpack from her job. Look at this, and put them in her backpack from her chill out, from her fucking you know, from her car and shit. Yeah, look at this. It's all synchronization, ladies and gentlemen. That's her protector. The protector, the handler. The one that makes sure everything goes smoothly. The harassment goes smoothly. And if it doesn't, you can hop on the fucking phone and call the police, and they're parked somewhere around here, and they'll get here in a jiffy. But if I chose to do something like beat her up or something, and this is what I mean by they don't care about their gang stalkers or the general public, because, you know, of course they could fucking, like, fuck me up. They could fuck me up when they get to me. But you seen how close she was to my fucking car window? And say I would have got out and pretended like I was talking to her and gonna help her, and just fucking, you know, which I wouldn't do. I'm not like that. But I could have welled off on that girl, and the police would have got here probably like 60 seconds to, you know, they would have got here fast, but they wouldn't have got here fast enough, you know, to save her. And and I wouldn't do nothing to no female, or, you know, I'm not I'm not that way. But if I was, and I did choose to do that, I did decide to do that, there would be nothing they could do, and the blood would be on their hands. Whatever happened to that girl while she was gang stalking me would be on her fucking hand, or on the police's hands. But somehow, through the loops that they have, they would be able to pin them on me. Like, they're not gonna get in trouble for any citizen that they put in harm's way. Any one of these fucking citizens that they've been putting in harm's way, unless, you know, an entity comes at them, like a fucking, you know, an FBI, CIA, which they're involved in. Unless somebody bigger than them gets at them, you know, they're gonna get away with it. And then, you know, the general public, the ones that don't know about it, are gonna fucking, you know, they're gonna go along with it, because when you got a nice shiny gold badge, you're a gentleman of the society. There's nothing wrong you would do, even though you've been caught many times raping fucking, prisoners, if you will. Caught raping people you have in custody. Caught doing dirty shit, planting shit on people. Caught lying on people. You know, the same thing they did to me. I was just watching the fucking a YouTube channel where the police were going around, and they were fucking getting people on DUIs. And the people they didn't do drugs, they didn't have alcohol in their system. The police wouldn't test them. They had to get their own fucking blood and urinal tests from their own doctor because the police weren't testing them, and they thought they could get away with that with everybody. But they do it to the wrong people. That, powerful people. What I mean by powerful is money behind them and shit. They do it to the wrong people, and then, they start fucking getting their lawyers and their fucking doctors and shit. And then they get caught in bull-faced lies. The same thing they did it to 3 females. Hey, chill out. They did it. Look at the little back. They did it to 3 females and 1 dude. Fucking, lie. And the dude that was doing it was getting fucking promotions, and he's labeled the best fucking cop. He's labeled the best fucking DUI cop. He's labeled and after they found out he did that shit, after they found out he lied, they still promoted him. They still fucking promoted the dude. Like, none of these people had drugs in their system. Drugs stays in your system and he was saying marijuana, so that stays even longer. It's like 30 days. Depending on how much you smoke. It could be more. But, like, the dude was saying fucking, based on his training, even though they didn't smell of alcohol, they looked like they had, what did he say? From the light, they had involuntary reactions for positive for smoking marijuana. And the girl, it was like two girls, and the 2 girls were like, 2 of the girls were like, I've never smoked marijuana in my life, and these were like rich fucking, they had the rich attitude about them and shit, and they were like, I never smoked marijuana in my life, called my dad, like, cause they had that shit on. On the fucking, that camera they got on that camera. They got on their chest and shit, and it was showing the reactions of the fucking people. But, yeah, man, saying all that to say, kind of drifted off. People think these people, the police, are gentlemen, and they're gonna help you, and fucking, they're not, they're not bad people. Like, some of them might not be, but, the majority of them, put it like this. If one cop kills another, like an innocent person, the chances of his partner helping him out and getting him to cover that shit up is 9.5. Look at the one tail light. So far it's been 3. But the chances are he's gonna help his partner out. If not for the fucking loyalty of the if not for the loyalty of the blue wall, for fear of the fucking blue wall turning against him and the fucking police fucking with him and doing shit to him. And you get your fucking, you get your, how do you say? You get your fake friendship pass revoked. So everybody's gonna treat you like they treat us, targeted. You're gonna be a targeted officer. Now, if they retire or happen to quit, that's a different story. But as long as they want to be an officer, they're not gonna be no traitors. For the most part. No matter if they think it was wrong, if they think the guy that got shot was wrong and they want to tell, they're not gonna do it. Do gang stalkers hang out in the rich areas of San Jose? They hang out everywhere. They're everywhere. Everywhere there's a neighborhood watch, there's neighborhood watch is in control of these motherfuckers. Pretty much. It's the police over neighborhood watch and neighborhood watch over the gang stalkers. The gang stalkers report to the handlers, which is neighborhood watch, and the neighborhood watch report to the police. So they're everywhere, because it's not only homeless people being gang stalked. It's rich people being gang stalked. It's I'm not gonna say, it's just all levels and all grades of people. If you look up a channel, one of the first channels was a lady by the name of Bonnie Leak. I believe she's elderly, but I know she has a handicapped elderly brother that she takes care of. On top of her taking care of her handicapped brother, which is pretty stressful because, the way that his handicappedness, if you look her up, her channel is Bonnie Leec. I believe that's how you spell it. But yeah, man. She, diaper changing and seriously handicapped. She takes care of him, and the neighborhood, and she lives in a good neighborhood. Her neighborhood is really nice. They come outside the same time she comes outside. They fucking do the signals. They fuck with her with the color coding. She be she be on it though. She's on it. Yeah, man. So saying all that to say, they fuck with everybody. So they're everywhere. It would be way more obvious in the rich parts of town. Yeah, as far as the one headlights and shit, but look at the one headlight. Speaking of the devil. As far as the one headlights and shit, and they love those fucking cars for some reason. But speaking of the fucking one, shit. Let me see where I'm already falling off. Oh yeah. As far as the one headlight shit, it'd definitely be easy to spot, but to the naked eye, the signals, the phone, all the knick-knack shit they do, the sneezing, the coughing, You know, my battery's dying.